Hi guys, welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoying this sunshine if you're in the UK. It's one of those very rare weeks when we get a nice spell of sunshine that lasts a few days. Unfortunately, it's quite warm at the moment, but it's going to go cold pretty soon. And it's our very own obsession with weather, being British. I just want to thank everybody who has joined my channel, have subscribed, and it's really appreciated. So I'm now going to be reacting to a guy called Peter Shelley. Now, when I was I've got this big book of singers, of artists and stuff. It's the Guinness Book of World Records, the British hit singles and albums, and I often get a lot of my info from this book. And I was reacting to a track by the Buzzcocks, and I was looking. I thought, I wonder if Pete Shelley's done much by himself, and for some reason I came across Peter Shelley, and I thought, no, it can't be the same person. And I was indeed informed by a friend who's a little bit older than me that Peter Shelley is not Pete Shelley, so I kind of cleared that one up pretty quickly. Then I kind of became curious that this Peter Shelley had a track in which was released on the 22nd of March 1975, and it actually peaked at number 3. So I thought, and I think my awareness of music probably was building from 1975. So I thought it was kind of curious that this track must have been quite commercially successful. It's taken from an album, G Baby, which was also released in 1975. And so I'm just really curious to have a listen to it. My friend did actually know this track, and she said it was a really, really lovely track that she remembered. But I think I only really remembered the Goodies and Jasper Carrot and Daft Records from the from 75, and maybe a few other records which were more quite catchy. But this is certainly one I've never ever heard. I'm not sure whether this is a Top of the Pops performance. Let me just have a look actually to see where this was. So there's only one comment on this. I have no idea. This is some kind of pop program. This is 1975, and this is Peter Shelley with Love Me, Love My Dog. Look at those colours.
Freedom is a dusty road heading to a highway. Californian skyways lead us where we want to stay. Suddenly a summer breeze breaks a misty morning. There's a new day dawning. We better be on our way. So love me, love my dog. We've left the road too long to break up. Love me, live my life, and travel through this land. I can't be the friend I promised that before we started. So love me, love my dog. If you can understand, then we'll head up land.
This is a really sweet record.
When I leave this town today, Lord, you know I'll miss you. Baby, I won't kiss you. You'd only make me wanna stay. Though it's hard to say goodbye, can't you see it's over? Guess I'm just alone, heading on his way. I tell you now, love me, love my dog. We've left the road too long to break up. Love me, live my life, and travel through this land. I won't be the friend
Sorry to pause here. I mean, do you know what? The weird thing is, I'm listening to this and I think the message is kind of fairly. I think the message is fairly plain to see. It's you know, dogs and animals. For people that don't have pets, they don't really understand how attached, how personal, uh, how personified those pets become. Um, and having a cat, I really, you kind of know exactly what the cat's thinking from one moment to the next. And um, and I guess with a dog as well, a dog's a real companion. And I was like thinking and listening to this song about, I was watching some news footage from Ukraine, and the one thing that kind of got my heart, I mean, it's a terrible thing to say because I love people, but the one thing that really got my heart was seeing the little faces on the dogs and the cats that people were fleeing their homes with. And do you know what? I really hope that they stay with those people, and even if they come to another country and stuff, it's that's their companions in some cases, and to leave your companions behind, you wouldn't leave your kids behind, and to some people their pets are like their children really. I get the vibes of this song, I get it, and it's I think it's quite really touching. Um, I'm gonna have a read for the lyrics afterwards, but yeah, I really like it. So. It's a bit uncomfortable.
Love me, love my dog, if you can't understand, then I guess we'll have to move on out of land. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, so that was Peter Shelley with Love Me, Love My Dog. That was a little bit strange at the end when he got up and sat down next to that girl. She's probably enjoying the performance up until that point, and I guess she was maybe sitting there thinking what the heck is going to happen next. But he just sat down next to her and then he moved off. I guess it's sort of symbolic of of the meaning of the song of if you can accept me, you need to accept my dog. If you can't accept my dog, you can't accept me. I can't be with you. But yeah, it's nice lyrics. I mean, I love the vibe as well. I suppose when you hear certain words in songs, and they immediately sort of transport you to another place, and it's quite clever that that was thrown in. Um, who was this written by? Oh, okay, so this was actually written by Peter Shelley and Marty Wilde, of course. Marty Wilde is the father of Kim Wilde, so that's pretty cool. Freedom is a dusty road heading to a highway. California skyways will lead us where we want to stay. So, do you know what I mean? That first verse, it's almost kind of hooking you in a bit. Um, Suddenly, a summer breeze breaks a misty morning. There's a new day dawning. We'd better be on our way. So you're traveling through these sunny summer locations. You're waking up. You're probably traveling light. You're probably waking up and watching the dawn rise. And so, love me, love my dog. We've lived the road too long to break up. Love me, live my life, and travel through this land. I can't leave a friend. I promised that before we started. So love me, love my dog. If you can't understand, then we'll head up land. When I leave this town today, Lord, you know I miss you. Baby, I won't kiss you. You'll only make me want to stay. And though it's hard to say goodbye, can't see, can't you see it's over? Guess I'm just a loner heading on his way. It's a little bit sad. Um, and I tell you now, love me, love my dog. We'll live the road too long to break up. Love me, live my life, and travel through this land. I won't leave a friend. I promised that before we started. So love me, love my dog. But my first imagery was those people in Ukraine that were fleeing with their animals. They were sort of travelling and waking up in strange places, I guess. And then I also know that when you got homeless people with their dogs, one of the reasons why they remain homeless is because there's a lot of places, in fact, probably 95% of places, they won't accept their dog as they won't allow the dog into their, I guess, the rooms that they give them, the accommodations and stuff. And only now are people beginning to recognise councils and such like beginning to recognise the real importance of having a companion, and that dog or has been with you. It doesn't judge you. Unconditional love of that dog, and yeah, you know, whether you meet somebody that you kind of have feelings for, you know, that dog has been with you all along. So yeah, guys, I really enjoyed the vibe of that song. You know, at times it felt a little bit sort of lonely, a little bit sad, um, but it really, I think, essentially, it did have a loving vibe that, you know, made you kind of feel that you belong to something, even if it's just your pet, and that you know, when people accept that it's not just humans who are important in life, it's, you know, companions. People have dogs and cats as companions, and you know, people should accept that, and that, you know, when you lose your pet, it's a really sad thing. And yeah, it just felt a very loving song about somebody's animal, their pet animal. And yeah, so you know what? If you remember this, wow, you know, please drop me a message and let me know what you was up to in 1975. Um, and if you remember this artist, you might have another recommendation. And seems like a really nice guy to sing. I'm never too sure about these studio performances with younger folk, cross-legged, taking it all in. It feels a little bit, I don't know, it just feels a little bit, it's very 70s, but it feels a little bit strange. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on that. Please join me again for some more reactions, and you know, take care of yourselves. Have a great week. Have a great day. Speak to you soon.